afternoon. Wow, look at that number. What is happening today on YouTube? Big thanks to all the new subscribers. But there is football to talk about, and there's a lot of football to talk about this afternoon. And there is a lot of Celtic speculation kicking around this afternoon also, especially concerning the one and only Matt O'Reilly. Yes, looks like the Italians are going to pull the plug on any deal to take Matt O'Reilly to Italy. Sorry, my eyes have been distracted by Sky. There we go. That's fine. Just double checking that. And let's jump into the comments. Thank God, lol, says Gary. Yeah, it looks like the Italians are ready to pull the plug on the Matt O'Reilly deal. They don't think that he is value for money, and it looks like they are getting ready to move elsewhere. Brendan Rodgers looks like he might get his way before the end of this transfer window. Brendan, look, it has been said that Brendan did say, look, we don't really want Matt O'Reilly to leave. If we keep pushing the boat out and we keep pushing it further, if these clubs really want Matt O'Reilly, they're going to have to come in and pay top dollar. But we'll talk about that in just a minute, because big shout out to the Aberdeen winger that came in today. He scored a last minute gasp winner for Aberdeen to go through. It's 90 minutes plus 8. They're still playing up in Aberdeen, but they've just scored against Queen's Park. Dundee beating Airdrie, but the big one, yes! This will get you going. Celtic fans, Hearts have been beaten today by Falkirk. Hearts have been beaten today by Falkirk to get put out the Scottish League Cup. And another team from the top division, also Ross County. Ross County have been put out by Spartans. That is just give me just 2 seconds just so I check something. Um, uh, yeah, Ross County put out by Spartans. That's another shock result. So that's 2 SPFL teams have been taken out the cup so far. So far today, I absolutely love the fact that Hearts have been taken out. Tomorrow, come on, St Johnstone, do your troughs, do your stuff at Hampden, St Johnstone. Got to remember, St Johnstone did get to 2 cup finals not so long ago. They did win 2 cups not so long ago. Can they do us all a favour tomorrow and put even more misery? In fact, it's today. Sorry, it's today. It's at 5:45 that kicks off. So that kicks off in around about 45 minutes. Come on, St Johnstone. Make me come back on live tonight, please. you, you know the fact. Come on, what a result. St Johnstone need to do the business. And if they do the business, it is steamrolling. We are on the road. We will be on the road if we beat Kilmarnock at home. I think we will beat them because it's at Celtic Park. As a Celtic support from Falkirk, the Bairns, we all played the Bairns. They deserve to be back in the top league. They do that the way they've been playing in the past year. Yes, they do. The wee Huns are gone. They're out the cup. Shock result. Absolutely shock. Listen, they all laughed last year. Right, they all laughed last year when Celtic dropped out by Kilmarnock. But Kilmarnock, remember, Kilmarnock were an SPFL team. Hearts have just been beaten 2-0 by Falkirk. Ross County, who sit mid-table, Ross County, who sit in 8th position in the SPFL, have been put out by Spartans. Yes, Spartans. The 300 were going, hold, hold. Absolutely fantastic. The other results in the Scottish League Cup today was Aberdeen. Aberdeen's new boy, the winger that they brought in for 800,000, is it 600,000 or something? 800,000, I'm not sure. The winger that Aberdeen brought in, he scored the goal in the last minutes of the game to beat Queen's Park. Dundee beat Airdrieonians 6-1. Falkirk beat Hearts 2-0. Come on, get that right up, you bunch of horrible horrible people at Hearts. Spartans beat Ross County and St Johnstone. Come on, St Johnstone. Make me come back on live in 3 hours' time. Do it. Do it for the love of YouTube. For the love of God. Oh, that would be absolutely amazing if that does happen. I tell you, the boy for Perth, is it? Come on, the boys for Perth, says the boy for Benny Offa. Just waiting to see if the Huns win. Me, my coupon. Well, I got to turn that light off because it's shining right in my coupon. Baz, you're on drugs, says Stephen. No, I'm not on drugs. I just love it when, especially Hearts, because I've been at many away games at Hearts when we had the full capacity and down in the corners at Hearts, and the Hearts are worse. The Hearts game, people talk about Celtic Rangers game, the Derby game. Oh, it's a fucking bad game to go to, and it's this and that. It was one of the safest games in football to go to. Hearts, on the other hand, and when you're down in the corner at the Hearts, you got coins coming over for the Hearts end all day long. It was unbelievable. There was one day there was one of the stewards picked up 15 quid and he's like, well, that's going to my Catholic grandparents. He had us howling, absolutely howling. Anyway, wonder what the odds on were Spartans win. I've no idea. A few coupon busters today, Baz. Yes, there was that. Could be a fantastic day for the boys without even kicking a ball. Now that the Italians are dropping out of the race for O'Reilly. Also, Cleveland Junior's out. What? Lorna Gallagher's in the house. Joseph is in the house. Say well, Baz. I hope Celtic give us a good game and a big score game. Well, we'll talk about the team. We spoke about the team the other night, and I think that he will start with Adam Ida up front. And I also think that Sinisalo might get a shout from the start. Heart supports are worse than the Huns are. Yes, and as we do with them, with the Rangers in disguise, we need to jump on to Twitter, the land of the jam tarts, the land of the jam tarts, and see what it said. See what they've said on Twitter. See what their fans are saying. What? Hibs fans laughing at them. Hearts fans now realising I was right when I told them they'd struggle to finish top six. Who's laughing now? There's nothing really. There's no Hearts fans on. Oh, there's a big fat guy trying to get out of a car. At least 18 months to get a style and an ID. Beat Dundee. Hearts. Pre-season, lost every game. We're rubbish. Rare good result versus Rangers should be seen as a fluke, then back to rubbish against Dundee and Falkirk. I need to have an Edinburgh accent. What's a Gorgie accent? You've just been John McGlind. You've just been John McGlind. Naismouth out comments are laughable. Laughable. A couple of weeks in and we need a good turnaround. Pronto. Naismith will get away with it because he got third last season. And he's like, Hearts just fucking boo their fans, man. Hearts deserve disrespecting Falkirk. Starting lineup, Naismith must. That's Hearts is shite. That's not a Hearts fan. Uh, Rangers fan. Why did I take Hearts on my coupon? What's your excuse, Naismith? Time to buck up your ideas. Stop giving pats on the back. Believe in your own hypes. Start producing performances and results, or you're going to hear about it. You're going to hear it. Hearts fans didn't do nothing. You do. There's a Hearts fan. It's all right. At least we don't have a massive European game in a few days. Lucas, you've just won the internet. Lucas, the Hearts fan, says it's all right. At least we don't have a massive European game in a few days. Anyway, that's enough of Hearts. That is enough of Hearts. There's delectable prescriptions must be through the roof and govern. I like that polo top, Baz. It's a nice colour. Yeah, the missus likes it as well. It's one that I bought 4 years ago, believe it or not, and I've never worn it. We bought a shitload of clothes when we moved here. As we did during lockdown, because you were going into shops and there was nobody else in shops during 2020. So you had the free range of shops. And we went in and bought a shitload of clothes, and this is one of the ones that has never seen the light of day. I did wear it for the Spain game, remember, when Spain won. Huns are out with their bus fares. Yep, Aberdeen through in the last minute. I know, Carly, Aberdeen through, but you've got to say, Aberdeen through, Aberdeen sell their striker for whatever it was, 7 million or something, 6.8 million. They bring in a winger. They bring in a winger for either 600 or 800,000 pounds, and he scores. The new guy scores in the last minutes of the game. The last minutes of the game to make sure that they go through beating Queen's Park at home. You would think at home Aberdeen would steamroller Queen's Park, surely. Dundee seem to be the biggest winners of the day, beating Airdronian 6-1. Falkirk beating Hearts. Spartans, bring on the Spartans to Celtic. Love it when a wee team like the Spartans beat. For me, the game of the day has to be St Johnstone pulling out all sorts of tricks at Hampden. Remember, St Johnstone have got to cup finals at Hampden in recent times. And I've got to think they've probably got to about the same amount of finals as the new Sevco at Hampden. Hampden's a good place for St Johnstone because St Johnstone won the cup finals that they were in a few years back. Anyway, Rangers, St Johnstone will take care of itself. Let's hope that they are brought back on in a few years' time. The news coming out of Italy today, of Football Italia.net, is that the Italians have decided to drop Celtic midfielder Matt O'Reilly and instead, so they can conclude their swoop for a Udinese and Serbia international star. O'Reilly's been first choice for a player that is Juventus bound, but the Scottish club's decision to turn down offers up to 27 million euros made them lose patience. Instead, they have turned towards a player already familiar with Serie A and available far cheaper. He's also just 22, having turned 22 in February, and he does have 11 senior caps for Serbia. So you're saying, basically, he's better. He should cost around about 20 million. So he is a bit cheaper than what Matt O'Reilly is. But it's all good news as far as I'm concerned. I want Celtic to keep pushing the boat out, keep pushing the asking price out, and test the mettle of these clubs, test the determination of these clubs to get the player. Celtic do not have to sell Matt O'Reilly. Brendan Rodgers said it yesterday at the press conference. We don't need to sell Matt O'Reilly to bring in other players. He would like to keep Matt O'Reilly. We all want to keep Matt O'Reilly. But we also all want to get out and get those other players that we've been linked with to make the club stronger. Celtic transfer headlines as it stands today, we have been linked with a few players. Owen Windedal, or whatever his name is, the Ajax left back. We've been linked with the Ajax left back in the last few days. Tanner Tiesman, we've still been linked with him, but I don't think it'll be interesting if that one goes through. It will be interesting, that one. I think the left back is an area that we really need. Alvin Sanchez, that one is still kicking about. He's in the left back area also, so it'll be interesting. Well, no, he's midfield, sorry. But we've been linked with him off and on for a while, so I don't know. Mikey Johnson could still leave Celtic Park. Brendan Rodgers says, I'm open at the moment in terms of where things are. I gave Mikey his debut back when he was 18 and played him. We have a good relationship, said Brendan Rodgers. We talk openly. I think at this stage, Mikey, he'll probably want to play more. But he's working hard. He worked hard over the pre-season. He put himself in a really good position. Some clubs have shown interest in Mikey Johnston. For me, Mikey Johnston's out the door. If there's clubs interested in Mikey Johnston, they will put bids in the next 2 weeks, and Mikey Johnston's Celtic career will come to an end. And a lot of people are going to say, oh, it was hard done by, but there's a lot of wingers at Celtic. Mikey Johnston's at the age where he needs to be, and he can be. He can walk into any other team, Mikey Johnston, and as he did the last half of the season last year, and he can perform. And let's not take away from that. He can perform. But he's at that age where he's going, do I really want to sit on the bench? Do I really want to sit on the bench? I know I can do it. I'm not going to get this chance at Celtic. I'm going to be a bit part player at Celtic. I want to play football full time. I'm not one of these players that's just happy just being a Scott Bain. I am not a Scott Bain. Mikey Johnson will say, he wants to earn his crust. He wants to go and play football. He wants to entertain people. So it looks like Mikey Johnson will be sold in the next 2 weeks. It'll be interesting to see how much we'll get for him, because there was some crazy, crazy prices being put on Mikey Johnston's head towards the end of last season. Some people were saying it would be up to at least 6 million. 6 million for Mikey Johnston, considering we did get 3 million for David Turnbull, and he only had 6 months to go on his contract. Would 6 million be a good amount of money for Mikey Johnson? It'll be an interesting amount of money, whatever we get. And when he does go, we all wish him well. We all wish Mikey Johnson all the best. He's one of us through and through. He just hasn't made it. He's been unlucky with injuries. When he's had his chance, sometimes he's not made it. Sometimes the shirt is just too heavy on a player. And I think Mikey Johnson feels the weight of the fans. And sometimes when you're a fan, I mean, Kieran Tierney didn't feel the weight of the shirt on his shoulders because he came through the system and he hit the ground running. He never really had. I think it would be completely different. I wonder what Celtic fans would have thought if Kieran Tierney started getting the amount of injuries that he's had since he's left Celtic. If he had those amount of injuries when he was at Celtic on a consistent basis, it would be interesting how Celtic fans would have turned on Kieran Tierney. A lot of Celtic fans over the last couple of years have said, "Get Kieran Tierney back, bring him home, bring him home." For me, I don't think that bringing players home is the right thing. I think it's always beneficial to the club to move on and bring through the next breed. You've had your chance, you've had your chance, and just think back with those memories with pride. That's what I say. Right, let's jump into the comment section before we look at some news this afternoon. Lorna has given a membership. Pay more, stay with us. Pay more to stay with us. There we go, another new member for a month, and I'm going to see what the memberships are actually sitting at, because there was another new member joined the channel. You're giving out memberships for months like squeeze. We'll just do this. Studio. And a big shout out to everyone this morning that watched the video, because this morning's video went through the roof. There's something like 100. There's 148 comments, and there's comments for people all around the world. I skimmed through them earlier on when I was out, but I will look through them later, because there was a lot of people. Somebody says, "Where is Thailand on the list?" I will give you a rundown tomorrow morning of all the countries. I might do that on a monthly update. Actually, I'll do it on a monthly update, and we'll give you a rundown on the countries all around the world where Celtic fans are watching this channel. Now, they'll be watching all the other Celtic channels as well, so I'm not taking plaudits to say that it's just me. They will be watching all other Celtic content out there, but I think I'm going to do a rundown on where everyone watches from, just to prove that we are a total global brand as Celtic, and I'm just a YouTuber that likes talking about Celtic, so I take no responsibility away for getting all these views, not at all. But anyway, let's get to the memberships. Is that Hank Mullen joined today. I think it was today. Hank Mullen joined today, and we're sitting on 40 members. We're sitting on 40 members. That is fantastic. And if Carly has just given it another membership, it means that we'll be on 41 for this month. But a lot of the memberships are only for a month, so the membership will jump up and down. Anyway, Paul Baird says, "How many empty seats tonight at the game?" Remember, the Huns don't do walking away. They do running away. They don't do walking away. They just don't do turning up. Now, it's been well publicised that the fact that they need to sell 31,000 seats at Hampden to break even. If they do not sell, great. Oh, it's great. If they do not sell 31,000 seats, they are then paying Hampden for the privilege to play the football games at Hampden, which is absolutely fantastic. And it'll be even worse, because when it comes to cup games, it's 50% of the ticket money is split. The 50% when it comes to cup games. So Hampden would have to sell out tonight for them to even make just to break even. It would have to sell out tonight for them to break even because in cup games, the away team gets half the ticket allocation, half the money for the tickets. So it's split between both clubs. It used to be that, and I think it still is. And that's why it's more beneficial for smaller clubs to come to like Spartans. I mean, Spartans coming to Celtic Park would give them an unbelievable payday, an absolutely unbelievable payday. Gordon Crouch says, I agree with Lorna, bump up the money, make sure he's happy. I'm not who Matt Riley was talking about. Liam says, news coming out of Scotland today, the Rangers are shite. Liam Miles, it is Sefco in disguise. Yes, it's Sefco in disguise. Yes, they are. Yes, Sefco in disguise. Anyway, anyone heard Owen Beck has gone to Dundee for a season-long loan? Has he? I don't. I'll do a double check on that. I will do a double check right now. I don't think so. Um, latest. I don't know. That's. Say that Ben Doak is in the Liverpool under 21s. That's karma. Could have been in the Celtic first team. Where is Owen Beck? No, I'm not seeing anything that say that Owen Beck has signed for Dundee on loan. I'll just click up to news. SPFL. There's definitely nothing coming through on the. Check out Dundee. Luke McGowan. Do you know that does my tits in? The Rangers review. Luke McGowan could do a job for both Celtic and Rangers. That's the Rangers review. Who I didn't even get me started about that and their affiliated company that puts out Celtic content. Ferguson backs. Nope, no. There's nothing about him going back to Dundee that I can see anyway. What the hell's live? No, there's nothing I can see about him going back to Dundee. So MB, sorry about that. We don't need Johnson, says Ron Shaw. We don't need Mikey Johnson. Stevie Eubanks is diving was. Carly says the Huns are furious, saying that we brought in Ida to keep Rogers happy. Because the Huns ain't backing their manager. They aren't backing their manager. Right, I'm going to jump right through to the comments. So, Seamus says best starting team tomorrow. Hump them first half and then bring on the Calvary. Yep. Brendan, treble time again. Yes, I think. Baz, did you see Baldy review? Gutted. What? I'm reading a comment. I have no idea what that one is. Miles says Liverpool want Beck gone permanently. Yeah, I'm reading a few other fans are saying that. Um, a few other fans. I've got Adam Ida for a hat trick tomorrow, 14-1. Can Adam Ida score a hat trick on his first day back at Celtic on Rangers Review? I don't click onto the Rangers Review stuff. I just see the headlines. I don't click onto it. It does my tits when I see that they've got the exact. They're owned by the same company. Them and a Celtic website and Celtic YouTubers, they're journalists, are owned by the same company. So for me, um, 18k is decent for a one-man band. Baz says Brown Warrior. Of course it is, but we want to get more. We want to get more. And a big shout to everyone that subscribed to the day, because subscribers today was at 18,051 when I put out the video this morning. The current subscriber view, as you can see, is 18,124. So a big shout out to everyone. And yeah, I do everything myself on this channel, and it's going to stay that way for a long time until we bring in someone to do some work in the background when we are on the lives. So yeah, I think it's better that way, and it's more authentic. It is more authentic, and plus, it allows me to interact with you, the fans. I think that is more important. You can sit. We're going to go down a rabbit hole here. You can sit and I'm the same, Baz. Watch fuck all their shite, says Ali Jones. I think you can sit and have conversations between two presenters on a podcast, but when you're on a live, the action is in the comments, and it's the people join the live chat to interact with the channel, and it's a way of getting you live interaction with the person that's actually behind the channel, rather than just watching a pre-recorded video. And for me, you have to interact. You have to interact, and I've noticed that a lot of channels are starting to put up comments and everything. But it's good to lead the way. It is good to lead the way, and that's what we want to do. 3-0, Ida Brace and Matt O'Reilly contributing. I think Matt O'Reilly will score tomorrow. I think it could be. It depends, because look how good. As a word of warning, look how good Hibs played the second half of the game last week. Hibs will come to Celtic Park and they're going to go, Celtic weren't that great in the second half last week when we had them at our ground. Fair enough, Celtic hit the post twice, but they weren't that good. They'll think that they'll have the upper hand. I think Brendan Rodgers will make two changes tomorrow. The first one will be Sinisalo. Sinisalo will come on for the one and only Schmeichel, Kasper Schmeichel. I think he'll get his first game at Celtic, and it'll be the beginning of his introduction as a Celtic player to finally taking over. Brendan Rodgers will want this changeover of goalkeepers in the next year to 2 years to work seamlessly. He'll want it so that when Sinisalo does come in and take over ultimately from Kasper Schmeichel, that the team won't notice a difference. The players won't notice a difference. The style of play won't change at all. The mentality of the players and knowing who's behind them and how they play will not change. And I think you'll see this season Sinisalo getting brought in definitely through the cup games, but it'll be interesting to see how much. I wonder if he'll get both cups. That's an interesting one. Once we get into the Scottish Cup, once we get into the nitty-gritty with the Scottish Cup, it'll be interesting to see if Sinisalo gets a run to both cups. And then what happens when he gets to the finals? What happens when we get to the final? Does he keep Sinisalo on goals, or does he go pull ranks and say, I would keep Sinisalo in goals? And if it's not going well in the first half, you've then got that opportunity to bring in Kasper Schmeichel. But ultimately, Kasper Schmeichel is our number one goalkeeper. Ultimately, Kasper Schmeichel is the man that is going to be in charge week in, week out. And he's going to help the young keeper. He's going to help that young keeper. So, and I think the only other change up front will be Adam Ida will start. Kyogo had that little niggle with his shoulder again. It popped out. Can Celtic get in a third striker? Can we get in a third striker during this window to make sure that it allows us time to get Kyogo time off, to get that operation on his shoulder, to get it fixed for good? I don't know. It's all things that need to be decided by Celtic. Paul Bear's going for 5-0. Celtic. Apex Legend says, Baz, class is different. Class is different and craziness is different. Baz, some are Celtic, some just bleed for views and clicks. I'm not going to. I hate journalists. I just hate journalists. And the fact that I don't care. They've got. Let's just leave it at that, because we're on a good roll. We're on a good roll, and we're at 18,172 subscribers. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. I appreciate every single one of the subscribers, and I'm going to, since we're here, and there's not a lot of Celtic news kicking around that needs to be talking about. But what I will do is I'm going to go through the video from this morning, and I'll go through some of the comments. And I'm just going to reply to some of these commenters live on air. I think it's the easiest way to do it. And then I'll probably run through tomorrow again. So we'll jump in. Haven't responded. We'll go to newest. No, I'll go for first. Top. Celtic support from Switzerland. So there was a big shout out to Mount Kadath. It was, and I pinned his comment. I did pin his comment on the video from this morning. Celtic supporter from some Switzerland just subscribed. Scenarios came in from North London, and masterclass by Brendan Rogers as usual. Johnny Boy came in. Also, Carly, they said the channel was blown up. I think it is blown up. John says, thanks for the shout out to the Canadian fans, Baz, originally from Glasgow. Been in Canada for 20 years. This channel is one of my stop shop for all things Celtic, other than the official site and the Daily Rangers. Hope you get to the 20k subs. I'd happily live happily with 2k subs, and not for a Celtic channel. I appreciate the work that goes into having a channel. Keep up the good work. Hail Kale from New Brunswick in Canada. P.S. Love it when you report the meltdowns from the other side. I love that. I love that. Sorry, I need to reply to this. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. John, and I did give a special mention to the Canadian Celtic supporters because they do. The stats showed me over the last 28 days, the Canadians watched the channel longer than anyone, which is good. Spread the hoop said Chilpill, morning Baz. I'm trying to get through it. Morning Baz from Montreal. From Montreal, there's another one coming in from Canada, so it was a good one shouting out the Canadians because there's another one. Morning, Baz, just back from Montreal. Introduced my son and all his friends to you. People watch this as long as they want to challenge every single YouTuber on the planet. Yep, it is that. I'm fully aware of that. Good morning, Baz. Absolutely brilliant channel. Pure banter for the meltdowns and everything. Brendan is a legend. Yes, it is that. And then morning. I'm trying to from the Philippines. There's one coming in from the Philippines. Jock Mitchell. Jock Mitchell. Greetings from the Philippines was Jock this morning. Also the Philippines. I'm trying to see where the one. And then somebody said, Baz. Baz, jelly and ice cream waffles is the Belgian equivalent to jelly and ice cream. And then someone says, I've lost the comment actually because I replied to it. This one said, "Yeah, the guy behind the video goes on a bit, don't he?" And my reply was, "Yeah, he talks pish." So I mean, something like that. I can't remember, but anyway, I just told it as it was. I'm not going to think that I'm anything. I'm not. I am nothing without you. Remember that. I am nothing without you. There's every single one of you that's in this chat. We appreciate you, as boys. Ali Jones, thank you. Ali, you're a fantastic. You've been here for ages. I had a shoulder surgery to have it fixed for good. I've dislocated it about 10 times since. Alex, don't, don't, Alex, don't be telling us that. Don't, don't be telling us that. Um, Jesus. Oh man. So Alex had these yeah, that's just killed it, innit? Oh, can shoulders be fixed? I'm not sure, Apex Legends. I mean, I asked the question, can shoulders be fixed? But there's someone says that he had an operation to put it back in, and it's dislocated about 10 times since. My parents have gone home to Belfast on holiday for 5 weeks, says Angelo. Angelo, who comes in from the other side of the planet. He comes in from down under. His parents have went back to Belfast. It's probably the best time of year to go back to Belfast because the weather's not too bad. The weather's not too bad. Green Machines. Yeah, the Celtic Supporters podcast. They're a good bunch of guys. They were on here commenting the other night as well. And I went on and watched some of their stuff. Good bunch of guys. Celtic supporters, as long as they're not journos. I love the Canadian fans, home of the mighty Ross Trailer Pack Boys, says Billy. St Johnson win, Clementine out. Yes. let's get back to those results. So, if you missed the start of the video, if you missed the video at the very beginning, we decided to go. It's a massive day for Scottish football, massive day for Aberdeen. They sold their striker for a record fee. They brought in somebody for it was either 600 or 800,000. I'm not sure, and he scores the winner. The new guy scores the winner for Aberdeen in full time. It was an extra time actually. Dundee beat Ardronians 6-1. Falkirk beat Hearts 2-0. Falkirk put out the mighty Hearts. Yes, the jam tarts. I've got a massive bonfire at the back, by the way. I need to wait till October till we can start burning again. But I'll take a picture of it. The jambos are in the middle somewhere. And Spartans beat Ross County. Ross County, who do sit in 8th position in the SPFL on 2 points, 2 games into the season, and Ross County are on 2 points in the SPFL, were put out the cup by Spartans. Shanklin, that's a load of bull. Hey Baz, I'm a bit late. Hope Casper stay the second year and he's on number 2. Learns a lot. Says Scotty boy. I think that thinking tomorrow that Sinisalo will start the game. And I'm not really fussy if Casper Schmeichel stays the 2 years or not, because I think that Brendan Rodgers will want him to stay the 2 years, and I think if he has a successful Champions League, in other words, we're not gubbed every single game, he might want to stick around a little bit longer. Jamesy boy from West Sussex, how are you? I think he might want to stay for that second season. But for me, the biggest effect that he can have this season is not play every single game in the league and the 2 cups. Make sure that Sinisalo plays tomorrow, and he's brought in gradually. And he knows exactly how this team works, how he should be playing. Watches how Schmeichel does absolutely everything, because I think we're all agreeing that Schmeichel was a bit of an upgrade on Joe Hart. Joe Hart had done everything in his career. He had 75 caps for England. Kasper Schmeichel's had 105 for Denmark. So you could say, but Joe Hart, I think, has won more. He's won more, and well, he stayed at Celtic and he won more medals at Celtic than he did his entire career. So if we can do that and we can have that famous old Dr. Joe Venglos saying when he was Celtic manager, and it was continuity. If Kasper Schmeichel and Sinisalo can have that continuity between them as players, so that when we go forward, you won't actually notice who's actually playing in goals. You'll have to look at the shirt and go, who is it that's playing? I hope that's what happens. I hope that Schmeichel and Sinisalo merge or morph into the one being going forward, and that Sinisalo learns absolutely everything he can from Kasper Schmeichel. And when Kasper Schmeichel isn't playing, it's not like you're coming on with Scott Bain and you're going, oh, fucking hell, Scott Bain. Jesus. Fuck. I don't think that will happen. I think it's just the way that I think Brendan Rodgers' mind will be working. He will want it to be a seamless transition between the goalkeepers. He'll want it to be completely seamless, so that Celtic fans will not know that Kasper Schmeichel has left the building. The only reason they'll know that they've left the building is because Celtic will do the big farewell, and the Green Brigade will put up a banner saying, "Thank you, Kasper, for everything you've done." I think, and that's the way that Brendan Rodgers is thinking about Celtic. It's like turning the clock back to 2017 when Brendan Rodgers walked through the door. It's a fantastic time once again to be a Celtic fan. The buzz, the actual buzz that I've got from Brendan Rodgers grabbing the transfer window by the scruff of the neck, grabbing the transfer policy by the scruff of the neck and going, I'm in charge. I'm in charge here. I don't want 8 or 9 shitey players to come in and then we're trying to punt them off a year down the line and spending 20 million on it. I want to spend 20 million on 2 or 3 players. There you go. Suck it. Suck it up. Suck it up, big boys. Brendan Rodgers is back in control. Let's hope that St Johnstone are back in control tonight at Hampden and they make me come back on again when I wasn't going to. Come on, St. Johnson, do it for the love of YouTube. Do it for the love of YouTube. Let's jump into the comments. On YouTube says Celtic were 8-1 at Ladbrokes at the start of the season for a treble. On YouTube says, that's a cracking name. Lol, Scott Bain. Yep, yeah. I wonder what's going to happen to Scott Bain. See these people that go to the pressers. Ask the question. Do you know? Don't ask the question about the team this weekend because we all know the fucking team will sort itself out before the end of the transfer window. Ask the question about Scott Bain. Ask the question about players that have been pushed out the squad even further. You've got your one opportunity in life to fucking answer fucking questions, and you fucking ask. So, what do you think about Rangers not getting an allocation then? What the fucking questions that to ask? Who gives a fuck? Ask about the one and only Scott Bain. Anyway, I think Casper will stay for another season. Says tartan ton of paint, and he will take He will take a long time to bring on the young keeper. We're saying a young keeper. The guy's got first team experience. The guy's got international experience. He's not a Scott Bain type keeper. Do you know, we're wanting to get him up to, we're wanting to take him from this experienced young guy that he has. He was a first team choice keeper, remember? He was a first team choice keeper. We paid £1 million for him. He was a first team choice keeper, and he was a damn good keeper in his own right. He could have walked into Celtic and been the first choice keeper. But Brendan Rodgers pulled out a masterstroke. I mean, Casper, all right, mate, how you doing? Yeah, I know, I'm a prick. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, and fucking yeah, I know you didn't want to leave Leicester. Look, cut to the bullshit. Right? Do you want to come to Celtic? Come to Celtic, man. Come on, come on. We'll win a treble together. That's it. That's it. That's my lad. That's it. Like, boom, and that's it. Deal done. Easy as that. Empty seats at Hampden, like their trophy cabinet this season. Lorna Gallagher says that she agrees with the Ali that Brendan is class. What an interview, Brendan Rodgers. It is magic. Yes, Ali, I talked about that this morning. They talk some amount of push, Carly. They do that. I don't know who you're talking about, but I'll just agree. The stadium is only quarter filled, and their faces are tripping them before the game's even started. Oh my God. Is it on the telly? What station's it on? Oh God! Say hello to the wee lassie to Ellie St Clair. Her dad said a few times, please. Sorry about that. Baz, say hi to the wee lassie Ellie St Clair. Ellie, I hope you're good, and apologies to her dad for me not picking it up. I don't see every single comment, and I'm going to try and find the Sevco game because I take it will be on the television. Oh no, don't do that. Oh, fuck off. Fire Stitch just goes nuts. It's on BBC. I need to see the stadium. I need to stay on till the beginning of their game so we could see the stadium to see how empty it is, just for the laugh. I don't want to download that. Wait a minute, Fire Sticks just went mental. Keego's shoulder gets fixed right now, and we'll have two strikers fit and ready before Christmas. And a great run into the treble. Baz on Premier Sports scores. Don't do that. What the fuck? Oh, my Fire Stick's updating. Jesus God, man. I'm going to Sky. Um, let's see if I can get a picture. Nope. Just in. It's not. Let's see if this. They'll know. Put a pic. What? Downloading. Right. Live TV. Let's see if it's on. Is it on BBC? Let me just go back on. Let me open. I need to get two screens. It's on Premier Sports. Premier Sports. Right, there we go. Premier Sports. Where's Premier Sports? Premier Sports. God. Scottish Cup. There we go. UK Scottish Cup. On this one. Nope. Fucking useless. Come on. I'll be on fucking Rangers TV. God, this is taking it. Camera is off. Why is the camera off? Why is it doing that? Do not do that. I'd like to see the young Scottish boy from Bristol back up. Yeah. Um, God, why does there need to be so many sports channels on this damn thing? That's what I feel. Oh, nope. Uh, Scottish Premier teams. There we go. That was hard work. That's not right. That's 85 minutes into the game. Take it Rangers TV isn't showing it. Where the fucking hell's Premier Sports? Portugal. Oh, fuck off. I'll find it later. I'll drink my beer. Fuck the Sevco. Yeah, fuck the Sevco. Scottish League Cup bars via play. Via play. There we go. Um, via play. Game hasn't started yet. It only starts in 3 minutes. And there's adverts that's on. There's golf. Via play what? SPFL Hub. Ah, it's frozen. Ah, it doesn't matter anyway. Ah, fuck off. Right. Let's jump back out, drink my beer, bugger them. Liam, they're a disgrace, some fans. 33 for St Johnstone to win 33 to 1. Wow. To win for St Johnstone to win 2-0. 10 to 1. We will just go there. Open this app back up. Starting to get hot in here. Yes, beautiful. Fucking starting to sweat. Scottish Cup. Oh, this app's fish. Anyway, we're dropping off viewers like nobody's business here due to fucking trying to watch them. Oh, I'm getting his adverts. One of Johnson, they're just walking out. They're just walking out. Coming out now, Baz. They're just coming out now. Let's see if it comes on. It's not Rangers. It doesn't matter. Who cares? And Baz, look at UK sports. She's not got time for that. She's watching telly. Wouldn't be bad. Simply depressed. Not even the stadium to play it in. I'll go for that. Try that one. Nope. Just Sky. Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyway, right, let's see if there's any Celtic news kicking around before we head off, because I'm sure you're all going to watch them. And SPFL latest. Stephen Slare's Hearts player warning Falkirk upset forces rotation rethink. Ah, so they're blaming rotation, the good old rotation thing. Yeah, even the Daily Record are coming out with the headline: transfer. The Italians have lost patience over Celtic. Dundee, Luke McGowan could do a job for. I've done that one. Yeah, there's nothing else coming out Celtic wise. On the live this afternoon, there has been over 2,887 people on the live. There's currently 330. Everyone's dropped them off because they're away to watch the Rangers. They're away to watch the Huns. The Huns are going bust. Rangers TV buzz. I put it onto Rangers TV and it wasn't coming on. It was on. It was on some other shite. I didn't watch them either. That's how I can't find them on the app. About 50% of seats sold. Well, if there's 50% of seats sold, Rangers have made a loss at this game. They need to sell 31,000 seats at a home game just to break even, to pay the bills for Hampden. And remember, with the cup game, with any cup games, half your ticket money goes to the away team. So St Johnstone would get half the ticket money for that game today. And if it's not a sellout, it means that Rangers have lost money on this game today again, which is fantastic because the more money they lose, the absolute better as far as I am concerned. There we go, Scottish teams are trying that. Nope. Let's see now. Ha ha! That's still fucking, it's no Rangers TV. Right, I'm switching the telly off. Fuck it, I know why I watch that shite anyway. I want to get some food. The stadium isn't even three quarters filled. Thank you for the shout out for Ellie. She's buzzing. Definitely have lost money. I wish I could send a picture. I'll go and I'll find some pictures out on Twitter in about 10 minutes. I'm glad that Ellie is loving that shout out. Good for you. St Johnson TV on SPF. I'll switch my telly off. St Johnson will give them again, by the way. Yep. Sefco will not pay the Hampden bills. Baz Hampton is empty. Even better. Even better. The same Huns will be losing money. Let's just hope that Premier Sports One Baz. I'll have a look at it once I'm off this. There's been 3,000 views on this video. Folk are dropping off away to watch that mob. I shall see you later on if the unthinkable happens. We have 18,131 subscribers. Thank you to every single person that has subscribed today, and I mean that a lot. We're only 22 subscribers away from being 100 subscribers today. So if you haven't subscribed today, make sure that you do to get us up to that 100 subscribers just for today. I'm going to get some food, and I might be back in a couple of hours if St Johnstone do the business. And on that note, have a fantastic evening to every single Celtic fan. All and you, especially you, because there's lots of people jumped off and fucking went away to watch them. Anyway, have a fantastic day wherever you are, all around the world.